Good morning again, everyone. We're joined in the media centre by Robert MacIntyre here at the Alfred Dunhill Links Championship. Bob, fresh from your Ryder Cup debut, you've had a chance to go home. Just how was that homecoming?
No, it was brilliant. I got to spend time with the nearest and dearest, and it was just, we went and had a couple of drinks there when I got home on Monday night, and it's just kind of not all sunk in yet, but we're here this week now and ready to go.
And just how special is it having that first appearance straight after the Ryder Cup on home soil as well?
No, it's good. I didn't think I'd be here at this time of the day, but here I am. It's just, if you're playing in Scotland, anywhere in Scotland, I'll always be there.
And Martin with the first question, please.
Bob, Tom used the word fresh. Are you actually fresh? Just talk us through the journey from the golf course on Sunday night to here.
Aye, I mean, the weather's fresh. I'm not the freshest. No, it's been brilliant. The journey from once we won it, I mean, it's just been a dream, if I'm being honest with you. It's been incredible, from the bus journey to the team room to the celebrations to getting home. It's been everything as a kid that I always thought it would be, and it was even more than the dream. It's just been, it's a lifetime achievement that I've ticked off.
What time did you get finished on Sunday night?
I was about 3 o'clock, I think. I bailed. I knew I had to get that flight home, so I was like, nah, I got to get home. And it was just, the whole atmosphere was unbelievable from the first day to the last hours.
Is it always going to be a pyjama party after your post early in the week? I think you just went for was it the bottoms or the top? Or someone that had the full regalia on, did they not?
Aye, there was a few with the full PJs on, but it was again, it was all about just being chilled out. There wasn't too many cameras in the room, which was a bonus, but it was just letting the hair down after a hectic week.
Questions for Bob? I'll go to Bernie next, please.
Thanks, George. Hold on. Bob, firstly, congratulations on your part, and well done. Listen, I was going to ask you, going forward, if you would stand in we go back to Glen Cruton, say, and address a group of young member players there, and if you bump into any other young sort of Scottish golfers or whatever, any sort of young age golfers, what's the message you would say to them about now having played in a Ryder Cup? Their own aspirations and ambitions to make the Ryder Cup team.
Just keep dreaming. I was lucky enough to have the most supportive family that anyone could ask for. I mean, from my sisters to my parents that worked numerous jobs to give me a chance, and I dreamed of certain things as a kid and hoped they would happen. I didn't believe that they would fully happen, but I mean, to play in a Ryder Cup, to win a Ryder Cup, it was just a dream, and that's, you got to dream it before you can believe it. And I mean, I was lucky enough to let it happen. But my main message is dream, shoot for the stars, and just keep dreaming.
Alistair, please.
Hi Bob, congratulations again. You've achieved the dream, but I mean, what now? Have you had time to think about it? What comes next? The next Ryder Cup, you'll be able to kick on, or is it just sinking in time?
No, I mean, I've not. We're meant to have a phone call last night, and a team phone call, but pushed it back a week to next week when the week off and stuff. So we'll talk about that then and set different goals, set more dreams. I kind of know what I'm going to say in it. I know what dreams I want to achieve, but a lot has got to change within my life, or I personally think, to achieve them dreams. And I don't know if I'm willing to change as much as I need to achieve them, but we'll sit down next week and have the chat open chat with the whole team and see how we move forward.
And also, I think you said you went out in Oban when you got home. Were is that getting quite tricky now? I know it's mostly people you know, but you're going to be assailed by people congratulating you all the time, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I've not really. When I got home, I didn't get home till kind of 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, and then it was a closed environment. Declan, he shut his pub / restaurant, just shut it all down. It was just my friends and family, close friends and family that were there just as a little celebration. And yeah, when I get home, I mean, my biggest thing before I finish in my career is giving people opportunities, and I was lucky enough to get an opportunity through my family, but I mean, there's so many good sportsmen, sportswomen that come out of Oban that just can't finance it, can't fund it, and that's something that I want to be able to give back.
In any sort of practical sense, you talk about difficulty of funding? Is there anything you can do? I mean, various players have started foundations and things like that. Have you got anything like that in mind?
I will at some point set up a foundation that supports that. We've spoken about it for a few years now, but I wasn't at a level that I could kind of do it yet, and that's something that I've always looked at doing, is giving people from the similar background as me an opportunity to achieve things in any walk of life, whether it's sport, music, you name it. Just give them an opportunity, and that's the main thing. Is if you get given an opportunity, you can then kind of move forward from that.
Martin, please.
Bob, you've also been consumed with the Ryder Cup. This week, is this the start of the short-term goal, the PGA Tour card, top 50 in the world by the end of the year to get to the Masters? Is that the focus, the instant focus?
Yeah, for me now the main goal's top 50 in the world by Christmas. That's pretty much my only goal now. And it's very much achievable. It's very close. I just need a certain amount of points to achieve that, but this week's about trying to win the Dunhill Links. It's business as usual for me when I come to a golf tournament. I know my golf's been going up and down for the last wee while, but there has been a lot of stress going on in the backgrounds with the Ryder Cup and getting in that team, but now I feel like I can just cruise around and play aggressive golf.
You said to Alistair that things might have to change for you to go to that next level. Is that potentially having to go to America, which would be a huge call for you? Yeah,
it would be. I mean, there's so much going on that just now I'm just trying to put it to the back of my mind, and I know the little things that potentially could happen. I actually had a conversation with my mum yesterday about it, and I was like, I think I got to do certain things and to get to that next level, because she was like, what's your dream now? And I'm like, when I major. And it's like, right, how do we achieve this? And I know inside what I need to do, but it's a lot. And I mean, I enjoy family time, I enjoy my own life a lot. I don't know whether that's the be all and end all. I need to weigh it all up with the team around me.
Final one from me. I believe you could have got a charter flight back yesterday, but you got on the Jet 2 flight to Glasgow. I mean, how important was that? Just because all your pals and family were on that flight, how did that feel? I know my friends and family were all on that flight. My car was in Glasgow, so it was going to be a bit of a nightmare to fly to Edinburgh to then get a taxi, or I don't know. I was like, when I woke up in the morning, I felt half decent. I thought I can make this flight. So no, the people that have supported me back home were all there, and I mean, that's why I play golf, is to support the ones closest to me. And I mean, if I hadn't had the support from people outside my family, I wouldn't be here today.
Camilla, please.
You said it's business as usual this week. You've obviously gone from incredible highs and presumably a lot of fatigue from last week. How easy is it to do that, and does it help that it's a week like this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's my first Ryder Cup, and I don't know what this week's gonna bring, but my energy levels are actually relatively high. I just need to find the motivation now. So I'll go out there, practice, see how the game is, and then yeah, I'm sure the motivation when I'm in battle, the motivation will be high.
And do you have like a personal on-course and off-course highlight that you can share from last week, and how much does the unbeaten record factor into that?
Yeah, I mean, the unbeaten record's great, but we spoke about it in the team at the start of the week. Like, I really couldn't care whether I got 0 points or 5 points from 5 games. It was all about winning the Ryder Cup, and how we done that, it didn't matter as long as we won the Ryder Cup back. And we managed to do that. Obviously, getting 2.5 out of 3 was great. I had a great partner, had a great team around me, but for me the highlight was just getting into that team room with the Ryder Cup trophy, when it was just 13 of us in the one room, no cameras, nothing, and we just had a bit of time together and kind of embraced everyone and realised what we'd achieved. And I think that'll probably be the memory that lives with me forever. Having all the guys around you, the full team, and Luke the captain was just, it was a dream come true, and it's something that I'll never ever forget.
And John, please.
I think, Bob, last week we saw how much help you got from Justin Rose. I just wondered, what was the most important thing he said to you during the matches?
Probably the first tee shot on the Friday. He seen I was nervous. I mean, I was almost crying walking off the range. But when we'd done all the video, when the TV cameras and that came on you, it was like he came over and put his arm around me and goes, "Everything's going to be all right. This will be over in 2.5 minutes." So he was brilliant. I mean, he's so experienced. He kept me calm. He trusted me. He believed in me, even although I was terrible on the greens on Friday. I think he spoke to Luke and said he's close. And I felt at my tee to green I was solid. I was never out the hole. I was never making a disaster. I was almost allowing him to kind of be more aggressive because he was playing so good. And then Saturday, he just kept believing in me, even when I still hadn't holed a putt for 12 holes. And I stood in 13, he was trying to help me read the putt. And I was like, "Justin, it's all right, I got this one." And then once I holed that, he put his arm around me and he was like, "That's what it's all about. We stay in this fight and we fight together." And he was incredible the whole week. He was someone that I knew I got along with, but I mean, now I know him on a different level.
And finally to Bernie, please.
Bob, just a sort of probably a frivolous question, but what's happened to the Ryder Cup pyjamas?
They're in a different bag that hasn't yet arrived home. I sent it all gets sent off in a different bag, and I'll see them in a few weeks, I'm sure.
Well done.
We look forward to seeing you in your pyjamas again, Bob. Thanks for your time. Have a great week.
Cheers.
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.